So welcome back to NSB Custom Cars. Another weekend's here. It's already late Saturday night. I've been working all day getting this ready so I can shoot this undercoating all inside this. Big thing is getting everything in this garage cleaned out. I had everything that came off this car all on the floor, stumbling over it, so I had to take and just get rid of all of it. Get it moved into tote pans, and I put it out in the garage. So take a look. Yeah, for one, the garage is nice and clean. I can actually walk around. But we've got this all cleaned up. They went in and steam cleaned it. Got our holes patched up that we had on both sides. Everything looking pretty good back here. We've sanded everything, ready for paint. And this is all going to be bed lined underneath. From underneath and on the inside. Got everything taped up. Got all the seam sealer on. So we got everything ready. We come out here to the motor compartment. We steam cleaned, then I came back and sanded. I still got to sand the firewall. I've done the two sides. You can see it's low. Not as shiny as that firewall back. That firewall nice and shiny still. Of course, got to get this hood took care of too, which I've already sanded. It just needs to be. I'm not worried about the front of the car out here because it'll be done when I do that, which I'm going to spray on the inside there. As far as the main piece in the front, don't have to do much too. But we got everything taped up. We got the window tracks all cleaned and ready to trim out with the color. So I guess next thing is to start spraying. If you notice, I laid down this tarp all on the floor. That's because I got all those holes in the floorboard where all the plugs go. I don't want to spray and stuff hit the floor, plus it'll make that black dust all over the floor. This will keep it when I get the fan going. So it's been right at 24 hours since I sprayed. Bed liner looks really good in here. That covers everything, protects all that metal. Plus you can throw stuff back here and it's going to take a beating. It's a little tacky, so I'm probably not going to paint inside the trunk, but I am going to go ahead and go with the trimming out of everything else. A little overspray on it's not going to hurt nothing. There's all the bed liner in this one now. Nicely coated. All the way up back into the trunk. Also today I went to my fiberglass guy to see where he's at on the hood scoop. We got it back. So it's all been glassed. I still have to cut it out, or let's say trim it up and sand it down, That's where I put all that new metal. We got it all glassed up. These are like a bunch of little needles here. Porcupine. Everything glassed up on the inside. That's going to come out looking pretty good when I get done with it. Here we go. So what everybody's been waiting on. What color is this car going to be? Let's open this can of paint and see. This is one of the high impact colors. The color is F6. So all of you all know that's the color of green. I've never painted this color, always liked it. Had a green Road Runner. It was a different green than this, but it was close to that. So we got it trimmed out. There's the door panels, both sides. We got all the way around the windows, front and rear. Look at that big paint run. That all gets sanded back off. I've got all the tracks all the way around, painted all trimmed out. The trunk lid, got really nice. Got a little bit of overspray in the trunk, which I really thought about painting it, but I wanted it to dry a little more. So before I go to painting the rest of the car, but I got the trim to do still. And then last but least, up here, the motor compartment. The bottom of the hood also. So we're all down to color. So I got it all the way around the glass. That way, when I put all this back together and I sand all this, I'll have my overlap. Plus, when you open the doors, you don't want it to be bright yellow inside. Around the door up top too. That's pretty much it. Next step's going to be sanding and painting the car. Now I'm going to address this hood scoop. It's been freshly fiberglass, so it's really got a lot of little bitty needles sticking off of it. My suggestion, gloves. I put a fan where it will be blowing outward when I grind on this. And I also got my mask. So let's get busy with it. We're now at the point, everything's sanded on the car. There was a couple spots on it that I went all the way to metal, so I had to put a little more primer on it. It's just a couple little spots. That'll be, I can sand it, 5 minutes, it's ready to paint. I did get the hood scoop all finished. She's pretty much been primed, sanded back down and primed again, so all I have to do is lightly sand this and shoot paint on it. So we're at the point, the next step is going to be putting paint on the outside of the car. And unfortunately, that's going to be the next video. So appreciate you watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like us, and all that good stuff. Until next time.